They tried to control him. They wanted his talent, his influence, his soul. But Michael Jackson said no. This is the story of how Michael refused to bow to Hollywood's darkest demands. Michael Jackson was more than a global superstar. He was a force, a legend, someone who stood for creativity, individuality, and humanity. But behind the glitz and glamour, the king of pop faced immense pressure from Hollywood, the music industry, and powerful elites. They wanted more than just his music. They wanted his compliance, his silence, his soul. And Michael, he fought back. This is the untold story of a man who stood his ground when the world expected him to cave in.
What happened when they arrested you? What did they do to you?
They manhandled me very roughly. My shoulder is dislocated, literally. It's hurting me very badly. I'm in pain all the time.
Michael Jackson's meteoric rise to fame came with unimaginable challenges. By the time he was in his 20s, he was already the most recognizable face on the planet. And with that fame came power that the industry sought to control. Hollywood has always had its way of pulling the strings behind the scenes. Artists often find themselves caught in a web of control, where their image, music, and even personal lives are dictated by executives. For many, selling out becomes a necessary evil. But Michael Jackson was different. From refusing to sign exploitative contracts to standing firm on creative control, Michael quickly earned a reputation as someone who wouldn't play by Hollywood's rules. But this defiance didn't come without consequences. Michael's fight for artistic freedom. Michael's battle for control began early in his career. After breaking away from the Jackson 5, he wanted to do things his own way, which was risky in an industry that liked everyone to be the same. When he released Off the Wall, it was a hit, but Michael wasn't satisfied with how it was marketed. He believed the industry wasn't giving black artists the respect they deserved. This drove him to take full creative control over Thriller. And when executives doubted his vision, Michael doubled down, pushing for revolutionary music videos and boundary-breaking collaborations. The result? A cultural phenomenon that changed the music industry forever. But his independence wasn't celebrated by everyone. It made him a target. The pressures of fame and power. As Michael's influence grew, so did the efforts to control him. Industry insiders and Hollywood elites often pressured him to conform to their demands, whether it was attending exclusive events, endorsing specific brands, or aligning with certain ideologies. But Michael was fiercely private and protective of his art. He famously said, "I don't sing for awards or fame. I sing because I want to share my soul with the world."
I don't care if the whole world is against you or tease you or say you're not going to make it. Believe in yourself, no matter what.
No matter what.
Some of the greatest men that have made a mark on this world were treated like that.
This refusal to play the game came with a price. The media began targeting him, twisting his words and fabricating stories. From accusations about his personal life to relentless attacks on his character, Michael became a victim of a calculated smear campaign. The symbolism in his music. Michael used his music to fight back. Songs like They Don't Care About Us, Leave Me Alone, and Tabloid Junkie were direct responses to the pressures and criticisms he faced. He exposed the greed, manipulation, and corruption that permeated the entertainment industry. And let's not forget Earth Song, a powerful anthem calling for change and accountability. Michael wasn't just an artist. He was a truth teller, and Hollywood didn't like that. The rumors of secret societies. Over the years, rumors began to circulate about Michael's refusal to align with certain powerful groups. Some claimed he was approached by secret societies and elite organizations seeking to use his influence for their agendas. Michael allegedly resisted, which only fueled further attempts to discredit him. In one interview, Michael cryptically said, "They want to control everything, the music, the artists, the message. But I won't be their puppet." Whether or not these rumors are true, one thing is clear. Michael's refusal to comply made him a target.
Sadly, we live in a state of fear. Every day we hear of war on the news, on the radio, and television.
The tipping point came during early 2000s when Michael began speaking out more openly about the injustices he faced. He called out Sony Music and its executives, accusing them of exploiting artists and manipulating the industry for profit. This public confrontation was unheard of at the time. No other artist of Michael's stature had dared to challenge the system so directly. But Michael knew the risks. He said, "If I go down, I'm going down speaking the truth." His fight wasn't just for himself. It was for future generations of artists who deserved to create freely without fear of exploitation. Michael Jackson was more than a music icon. He was a warrior who refused to let the industry dictate his path. His story is a reminder that even in a world full of pressure and corruption, it's possible to stand firm and stay true to your values. Michael didn't sell his soul to Hollywood. Instead, he gave the world his heart, his talent, and his unwavering courage. Want more untold stories about Michael Jackson? Hit like and subscribe and dive into our next video. You won't believe what we uncover next.